Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is the Captain speaking here on Capnclydes MTG. We have three new secret layers coming out for the 2025 mid-year drop that no one's talking about currently. And as much as I'm not all that fond of them, there is one of them that may just turn some heads. So before we get into it, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Links in the description for ways to support the channel, for everything from eBay, TCG Player. Just become a YouTube member and subscribe, watch the videos, all I really need. Also, links in the description to, well, the Discord channel. So feel free to jump in and see what's up. YouTube member gets their own channels and stuff, but they'll be in there with you. It'll be a good time. Just all those links are in the description, along with links to the Otaku shop. I got to give them guys a shout out for being a partner. And Captain Clyde is your coupon code for 10% off. So, all that said and done, let's get into these three new secret layers that nobody's really talked about yet. But I happen to run across, we'll say, in a way. So, the first secret layer we're going to talk about is something called featuring Imihari Sakabashira. I'm sorry, dude. I'm terrible with names, and this just has way too many vowels in it. Anyway, so here's a link or a quick picture. I know it's a little blurry. This is the best I could get without really distorting it by zooming in too much. So what we have here on this one is a consecrated sphinx. Cards actually got some value. I don't know if people are going to be into this or not, but it is what it is. Then we have the old Scion of Draco. Pretty hot card in some of the older formats, in those domain decks. I don't know if I'm really feeling the art on these, though, for make this worth anything, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. Yes, this is all in English. I don't know why there's maybe this Japanese stuff up here or whatever, it's just because of the artist, but the art is interesting, although I'm not seeing it. But anyway, then we have Mirage Mirror. This is a 3-colorless artifact. I think it mimics anything that you copy with it, which is, again, an interesting art for it. I mean, these all almost look like dragons. I mean, obviously this is a Sphinx, but you know what I'm saying. Decent cards. Over here we have a Resculpt, the only one that is not a permanent. Blue and 1, and you can, target artifact. I think becomes a new target or something like that. With that said, not really. I'm not really a fan of this one. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Tell me in the comments section. Resculpt is a really good card, though. Scion of Draco gets some play. Sphinx is a little bit of value. But again, I don't know if this art is gonna, we'll say, tickle people's fancy. Because again, this is a reprint, and we did see with the last secret layer video we talked about. The last secret layer they did, a lot of it's still for sale, so I don't know if maybe people are dialing back because we're in Final Fantasy territory and they want to spend their money on that, which is extremely highly priced, or if people are starting to pull away from some silly secret layer just because they're just not feeling it anymore. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. Now, that said, that is one of the 3 sets. So we'll go to this next set here. I find kind of interesting. Also, it's an art series by Phil Foglio. And this is just a very interesting, eclectic, to say the least, collection of cards. We have Goblin Bombardment, red and 1, sacrifice a creature, 1 damage any target. I mean, the art's okay. I just really miss the old days of the old art, I guess. I don't know if you guys know what the old from Fallen Empire's Goblin Grenade. That had some sweet art, and I kind of feel like that should be on Goblin Bombardment. Some form of that, a goblin with a whole bunch of gunpowder strapped to his back and a cord in his hand. using the bomb like it's a parachute, but it's really not a parachute. So he's just gonna blow the hell up. But anyway, then we have a reprint for Orcish Lumberjack from Ice Age. Interesting take. He's eating the tree, not cutting it down with a machine. I thought the Orcish Lumberjack original art was pretty sweet. For you who don't know, it's 1 red for a 1/1. You can sacrifice a forest to add 3 mana in any combination of red and green. Decent ramp card back in the day. However, you did lose your land to it, so could be rather detrimental. Next, we have Constant Mist, green and 1. It has buyback, sacrifice a land, basically a fog. This was part of a standard deck way back in the day where all it did was just recycle this to keep you from killing them. And literally watched you draw 1 card at a time until you just couldn't. It was horrifying. So time consuming. Just ridiculous. I think it also involved Elixir of Life. We shuffled your whole deck back into your graveyard into your deck. You just kept, because once you sack all your lands, that's the only thing in the graveyard. So you just put all your lands back in your deck, or rinse and repeat. Anyway, so interesting choice there. Art seems a little better than the other ones. Then we have Song of the Dryads. Interesting choice for reprint. It's a green and 2 enchant a permanent. That permanent is a colorless forest. It's kind of like the white gift card or say Beast Within, except you enchant a permanent and it becomes a forest, so they can tap it for green. However, it does make it a land, so they can't do anything with it. There's just better ways and just in general better things to use, but I do like the art on that one, being a Song of the Dryads, a whole bunch of people screeching in pain while she sings. A little comical, I get that. That one's a little easier for me to digest, I guess. And as far as this one goes, like, none of these have any real value per se. Outside of, Goblin Bombardment sees play, but it's also still cheap. So I don't think this one's going to be very popular as far as the secret layer goes. The one before this at least had playable cards, even though the art wasn't to my liking. But again, that's my liking, not everybody else's. That could very easily change. Yeah, now, all that said and done, I would like to show you the one that I'm excited about. Which is this one right here, which is Frank Frazetta art. Oh, God, baby, come to Papa. So, if you guys don't know, quick background on this. Frazetta has been really popular lately, especially with the whole sorcery thing. And he did all the old original, him and his brother, did all the old original D&D art and stuff, which is what these are. They're your old pictures put to Magic cards. And this is the kind of stuff I grew up with D&D, just hardcore beast and barbarians. And notice there's no naked ladies on here. Trust me, he paints plenty of them, and they're awesome. But they're gonna stay away from silly shit like that because, well, they have an image to uphold, right? It's not a good one, but they have it to uphold. Anyway, so in this one, for Frazetta, you have 5 cards. You have Deadly Dispute, which we already know is a very popular card. It sees lots of play. It's a great callback. I think that's to a Conan comic right here. Black and 1s, sack a creature or artifact. Draw 2 cards, create a treasure token. We have a reprint of Aggravated Assault, which is a very popular card. It's an enchantment for a red and 2. For 2 red and 3, you get to untap all your creatures, get an extra attack phase. Very popular card, and it's got some beautiful art. We have Murderous Rider, very good removal spell in several formats, with some beautiful Frazetta art. We have Desperate Ritual. This is actually still kind of popular in Modern for some of these Storm decks. And I'm digging the art on this one too. And then we have Zulaport Cutthroat, which is, it's a quarter card, but art's cool. It's Frazetta. I dig it. So the big pickups here for this set really is Aggravated Assault, which is still holding a decent $20-$30 value, I think. Plus, you get a Murderous Rider as a booty. Deadly Dispute is also easily playable in several different styles of decks, even Commander. Desperate Ritual is pretty sweet. Cutthroat is playable. It's just not very popular at the moment. So, like, this Rosetta one for me, I'm going to buy a few of them just because it's Rosetta. Like, this is some more of the cards that I like the art of that I'll probably hang up on my wall at some point because, I mean, these are how do we put this? These are works of art that was painted by an artist who is a great man, both of them. And it really should be appreciated. I mean, it can't be appreciated in its whole because you don't have the actual picture. If you do, you have more money than I've got. But this is kind of nostalgia stuff. It really takes me back to when I was younger, when I got into Dungeons and Dragons and whatnot, and these pictures really pulled me in because of how badass they were and just hardcore. Like this is the kind of stuff made me want to go to the gym every day, so anyway, so there they are. For what they're worth, shout out to Sawyer for being a YouTube member. Until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table. Love of God, just put naked chicks in here. Jesus, do you really want to sell cards? Like, really want to sell cards?